I was in town when fire burned down Salvatore and them stores around. I was in town when the market on George Street could be found. I was in town when Syrians came around selling clothes to old and young. I was in town when police superintendent Fletcher wrong. I was in town when men dressing brown used to be hunting down temple towns and locking up them down in Woodbrook inside the pound. I was in town when Baptist and gone couldn't be seen on the morning ground when beef was 25 cents a pound. I was in town.
Stefan, I ain't talk too long.
On the raising of the price of rice, beef and cow tongue. I already know all of them people on greedy ground. And when they're rolling up old dashing bush to make it look young, they can't fool me because I am in town too long.
I ain't talk too long for this.
And when Montano tell me that I must eat wrong provision, he say eating cassava will cause the price of rice to come down. This time he played pack up with Uncle Ben rice, lobster and salmon. He feel I now come in town. I ain't town too long. Tell Montano he economics wrong.
I ain't talk too long. Answer
Man in
questions.
the eat yam when he dining in Hilton.
I ain't talk too long.
Look at your screens. See your Tanton.
Ryan Stenberg Jane Jr. There is a way to turn off my video and kiss my ass. I don't need a better message. I need to get out of trying to get votes so I could just give you the truth. Raw. And that's what we're doing. That's what Chalky singing. I ain't tongue too long. I get too long for you to sell me bullshit. I ain't tongue long time. Long time. Stefan, you do a video today and I'm trying to be polite. I'm trying to be polite when I say to Trinbago, 76% of the people sit on their hand and didn't vote. Millions of dollars spent. Forget PEP, forget me. You don't like me, but like Rowley, like Kamala, or like yourself. The people of Belmont lose. Kamala win Barataria and PNM win Belmont East, and the people of both districts lose. I ain't talking too long. You can't bullshit me no more. And I don't know how to bullshit anybody. If I could have bullshit, I'd be sitting down next to Rowley. He wanted that. Kamala wanted that too. I just don't know how to bullshit. I ain't talking too long. I had to go and look for Chalky. Listen to Chalky.
I look how they used to dress. I was in town to see Pussa Chong playing cricket right by Maple Ground. When Pepper Wine, the left wing came wrong, kicking ball well strong with Eddie Allion. I was in town when Rocky Tom for Sporting Club used to kick men down. I was in town to see the tank clash with Jack Brown. When Royal Theatre showed King Kong and Lee Van Cleef used to shoot them down, and Alan Ladd and Shane came around. I was in town when Edgar Wiley played bat and clown, and Dudley Smith used to win ping pong, and the army was under the crown. I was in town.
I was in town when Patrick Manning allowed Malcolm Jones to pick up $5 billion to spend on a gas to liquids plant that not worth 10% of that. I was in tongue. I was in tongue when Keith Rowley sit down in a cabinet and Colm Imbert and Patrick Manning spent $567 million for a rocket rail study. I was in tongue for that. I was in tongue. I ain't no come. That what Chalky telling all you. I ain't no come. I was in tongue when they take pictures of the little Spanish girl and she brought the inspector uniform little months ago. I was in tongue. I was in tongue when the little Indian girl get picked up in the Black X trail. They can't find she yet. She missing. They couldn't track she phone, but they track Imbert's son phone. I was in tongue for that. All you want bullshit, wrong man. Wrong man. I realize I put out a release because the UNC take one of my videos and chop it up to say, if all they want to vote with sense, kiss my red ass. And you know what I realize? That's me. Still. Let it play. Let it play. Stefan, you telling me, friend, you got to say one thing today, Stefan, that passed through my mind this morning. And I vex you say it before me. You say you not running for nothing. So you could say what you want. And you know what? Running for office in Trinidad is not the solution. The solution in Trinidad is to wake them up and tell them what's going on. You see, you can't rely on the corrupt and biased media. And Stefan, friend to friend, is not for much longer. Chinley and Stuart Young could resist firing your ass from Synergy. Because I know they're under some pressure for that. No. I know the last stunt with the Telecommunications Authority was for that. But they even have people in the PEP taking this chain up. That Philip, you see, this is a narrative. This is what I do for a living. I wanted to come out and talk straight. I wanted the people on the ground to hear that they have people who give enough of a shit to talk it out for you, to speak truth to power, to stand up to Kiss Baking Company and say you're breaking the freaking law, to tell the Chamber of Commerce all you're full of stunt and bullshit. Because if all you can't tell Kiss Baking Company they're breaking the law, what all you're good for? Trinidad and Tobago Manufacturers Association, Blue Waters littering the entire country with plastic bottles. All you can't send one memo to the parliament saying, let me get a plastic container bill, but all you want to chant and all you want to big up Massey for reusable bags packed to the top with plastic. I'm talking
and I see they tried their best to jail Brian Quaitong. They can't get Pandikite, so they take in Chicky Chong. And when Manning say Trinidad is safe, the country not that bad. He should take a walk up Lavanti tonight without the bodyguard. And when I see NCC take over Channel Sport from TTT, they can't fool me, because NCC and TTT is the same company. And when Kaisonian say they love sampling, I don't know how long they cannot compose a song. I ain't down too long.
Watch me now, man. Kamla and Rowley and Pandey and Manning sit down and let Kiss Baking Company break the law in 16 regional corporations, illegally vending, masquerading as helping poor black people and sufferers, when what they're doing is using them to attack legitimate business owners, small bakery entrepreneurs. I ain't tongue for all of that. I ain't tongue long enough to hear Pandey excuse that it wasn't he that gave Ish and Brian and Steve Maritime right now, Maritime Insurance, putting up their advertising on the Foreshore Freeway, and I drive past it thinking, but that insurance company was charged by the police for the scandal at Piarco Airport, but it going nowhere. But I know that, and I want you to understand, I can't bullshit you. Trinidad and Tobago, let me talk straight. Do you need another bullshit artist politician? Do you? Tell me. Do you want another Kamala or Keith or David Abdullah or Prakash Ramadan? Do you need somebody else to tell you high-sounding bullshit and convenient lies? Do you need that? Because if you need that, not me. I can't do them thing. But like Chalky say, I ain't tongue too long. I ain't tongue long enough to see Clico raid itself, empty out its profits, take its operating capital and hide it away, the directors and the shareholders, and throw the husk of the company on its friends in the PNM and the UNC, who sit in the parliament, members of the board of CLICO, and vote our treasury to bail out Dupree and the bandit clan $25 billion. I was in tongue. I'm tongue too long. So when we talk about Belmont East and Felicia Holder walk every street 5 times and knock on every door and speak to every person, a beautiful soul, an intelligent mind, a driven person, she put everything on the line. So you couldn't watch Felicia Holder and find a reason not to vote for that woman. You are looking at a daughter of Belmont who grew up in the district she running in. And you're looking at somebody who at her earliest possible age organized a petition among neighbors for a street light to the regional corporation. So you know that she understands activist politics. You're watching a young black professional woman with one arm. You know she had to overcome the world to be there. So you have to know she has strength of character second to none. And 76% of all you sit on all your hand and didn't vote. And people telling me is how to couch the message. Boy, really and truly kiss my half-red ass with that. All you have a responsibility to yourself. Belmont wake up this morning up to the neck in filth. Belmont wake up this morning in danger. And Joel Martinez, that stunting jackass, who pick up the little poor artist man from around the savannah because it was bothering Junior Sammy in Gingerbread House. So they pick up the little artist man across 4 lanes of the savannah and throw where he at. But you can't go and tell Kiss Baking Company, all you're breaking the effing law. What do you want? And next Rowley to lie to you? Let me tell you this. Who own Angostura and Carib? Black people. Because the blackest man leading the black party in government. Let me talk this out. Because I ain't talked a long time, you know. So I hope you could read reason. Angostura and Carib do not want marijuana decriminalized. Why? Because alcohol sales will drop immediately. That is business. But the 90% of the people who are in jail now are in jail because of weed-related matters. And 90% of them are black. But you have the self-avowed blackest man in Trinidad as the Prime Minister, who is chief obstructionist to decriminalizing marijuana, while the rest of the world heading down that road like a bandwagon. Boy, because you see, the minute they decriminalize marijuana, they have to empty out them jails. And Abu Justice on time, that driving them little black hen chicken up and down the road, gotta go out of business. Because the majority of crime before the courts will be vacated. Marijuana related matters. Gone. All of a sudden the judges could work on what in front of them, real issues. But we don't want to have these conversations. Because if we had these conversations, it would rock us to our rotten core. You see, the 76% of the people who didn't vote in Belmont, not taking responsibility for the condition of Belmont. That is the conundrum of our apathy, our irresponsibility with our democracy. That we think somebody else is to blame. Only in Trinidad and Tobago do the other raindrops believe, do the raindrops believe others caused the flood, not me. Only Trinidad. Only in Trinidad. But I ain't tongue too long to lie to you. So Stefan, you're my boy. I tell you why. You're the last of the Mohicans. I share your videos. I tell people, listen to this red man. He on it. And the reason I shared that post yesterday, you looking for sense among the nonsense. I just put the nonsense for people to see. How could you have a situation where we are a nation of whiners and complainers? And about a post this morning, stop messaging me and telling me the bank sees your house. Stop messaging me when they put you and your family out in the street. Stop messaging me when you're on the breadline 5 months now and you don't know what to eat. Stop messaging me. I want to tell you, come Stanmore Avenue, let's talk. You're telling me you have no money to travel. So what is all you want? Is it that Trinidadians looking for somebody to come and spoon feed them the democracy? Kamala win. Kamala win and the whole of Barataria lost. How that come out so? Rowley win. Nicole Young was whining low. And Belmont is lost. Because nothing will fix. And nothing will change. And nothing will improve. And you telling me, couch my words differently? Every single thing that has been said about me to attack my character is a lie. Not one of it has ever been substantiated or supported by fact or evidence. So I leave it alone because I assume at some point critical thinkers will read that and say, boy, you're tired bullshit that man, boy. And I only see that all that man doing is standing up for all you. Because the shit he fighting for doesn't affect him. When he gets sick, he's go Sinclair Medical Center. So whatever going on in casualty department, not his circus, not his monkeys. He could afford to go in the grocery, push in a trolley, and pick up thing off the shelf and put it in the cart without checking the price or pulling out a calculator or a list. He could shop. He could just shop. And when he reached the cashier, he provided a card and they swipe it because he could pay his bills. And he don't have a problem with it. I mean, he would like to save the money, but he's fighting for a lower cost of living for you. What you want? Nothing that I am fighting for falls in my gun. Nothing. But you're letting little PNM and UNC shit snakes come along and piss on your back and tell you Philip is not a good guy. Because if Philip was a good, if you had to listen to what Philip say, if you stop attacking Philip personally, then they will have to listen to what Philip is saying. And they will have to answer these issues. Like why Kamala and Keith not talking today in the parliament about securing the nation's borders. Because if they secure the nation's borders, the drug trafficking done, the gun running done, the ISIS and all the bullshit gang training done. Why Kamala and Keith not in the parliament today, passing a law for the appointment of the commissioner copied and pasted from United Kingdom or Canada or Australia or New Zealand or even India, anybody else in the Commonwealth? But they can't do that because they're on bullshit games. And what do you want? Me to join the bullshit game? That's what you want? More convenient, high-sounding lies? What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to play that, Stefan? Me and you, friend. You telling me don't give up? Up to yesterday night, I was of the view that hard work could fix this. Hard work cannot fix this. I almost posted it, I write it and I take it off. Somalia, here we come. Haiti, here we come. Guyana, well, Guyana passed through like a full bus. Guyana gone. 76% of the people who live in filth in Belmont chose to continue living in filth. 76% of the people in Belmont who say PNM bad and UNC worse had Felicia Holder as a choice and say, "Frank that, leave me in my shit." And Voltaire said it, and I can't get it out of my mind. You see, no matter how I try to argue with it, I am a man, I am a critical thinker, Stefan. That's why I put all the critical thinkers and I gave you all of my sources. Harriet Tubman, who said I freed 1,000 slaves, I could have freed 1,000 more if only they knew they were slaves. When Voltaire said, it's possible to free fools from the chains they revere. Can't argue the point. Plato's Allegory of the Cave. Read Plato's Allegory of the Cave. Read it. Read it. I vex I can't pronounce this man's name or I can't remember it offhand. But his comment, boy, his comment, and I want to read it to you. I want to read his name because I like to give people credit for their statement, for their words. His name is Alejandro Jodorowsky. And he said, birds born in a cage think flying is an illness. Carla Jean, one of our advisors, we have an advisory council, our big thinkers. She asked, she mused, she waxed eloquently. People see the world and they come back here. When they see the world and they see clean, functional cities, they see law enforcement that works, they see buses that run on time, when they come back here, it's like they say, you know what? That is for there. That's not for here. Here is for shit. Our city, Hong Kong, smells like money. You ever been to Hong Kong? Anybody ever been to Hong Kong? The first smell you get in Hong Kong is money. Trinidad City smells like piss. Piss. Morning, noon, night. Piss. Our city, our capital city, is known to smell like piss. That's our capital city. Stefan, the hardest truth. You talk about the policies of the party. That's 10 years of my life, brother. That is 10 years of critical thinking, problem solving, questions and answering with people at all levels, all walks. That's a decade of research. I was writing a book called Reboot the Republic, the common sense approach to reinventing Trinidad and Tobago. It's still here on my desktop, Stefan. That's 10 years of my life. As my son watched 10 years of his growing up life evaporate as I try to solve every problem for Trinidad. But you see, the hardest thing for me to do right now is admit that Gary Griffith was right. Gary Griffith tell me I'm wasting time. And he's not the only politician who told me that. Rudal Modilal tell me that. Rudal Modilal tell me, Trinidad can't fix. You're wasting time. The whole of PNM believe that. The whole PNM, Faris, Franklin Can, the whole bunch of them, they believe Trinidadians are just stupid. You see that meme or little share about Trump when Trump say, if I was to run for elections, I'd run as a Republican because Republicans stupid. That's how Trinidad politicians in the PNM and the UNCC all there. Like all they have no fixing all there. When the Calypsonians write, we like it so and we do business. It's not compliments. We're not supposed to whine to that. But forget that. Forget that, because I just want to answer Stefan and just call and respond. Tonight I'm invited to a show on Synergy TV by somebody called The Voice. And I'm telling you all, because I'm going to tell Janice, I'm not going on the show. I'm not going on the show. Because I don't trust myself to bite my lip anymore. I never hear me talk true yet, you know. And I don't trust myself to hold back what I know about what really goes on in this country. Because you know what? If 76% of the people of Belmont East and 70% of the people of Barataria don't give a shit enough to come out in their own best interest. Hear me, eh? I ain't supposed to be cussing for Belmont. Belmont crap don't affect me. If the 76% of Belmont East and 70% of Barataria don't care, why should I? Why should I waste another day of my life fighting for people who don't care about theirs? You cannot free fools from the chains they revere. You notice the saddest indictment somebody say? Leave them to the PNM and the UNC, Philip. You can't save that. Leave them to it. I was trying to stop the theft. I really vex with the bandits and the 1%ers and the overnight contractors who thief out all the money. I vex for that. I vex. As a citizen, I vex. Because we money. And I think that everybody could have had a better life. And I vex for that. I wanted to bring them to justice. And I wanted to stop the thieving. You know what? Like every Trinidadian who go in massive with their reusable bag and filling it up with plastic Cokes bottles and tomato and melangen on Styrotex and bread in plastic bag, reaching by the checkout counter and say, I'm making a difference, boy. What's the point? What's the point? What's the point? You know how hard it is to look back over a decade, more than a decade of your life, given in love for country, and realize that it's wasted time? People saying, join UNC, join PNM. I can't. My whole fight was PNM and UNC. Because the PNM and the UNC destroyed this country and destroyed the people and destroyed any hope of a future. The PNM and the UNC tag team this country to shovel your future into the hands of some deviant businessmen, some corrupt lawyers, accountants. An entire chamber of commerce and manufacturers association exists for one thing: make money at all costs. Downtown Owners and Merchants Association never had an election in its life. It is owned by an Abood. Jockey tell you, I ain't tongue too long.
You can't be a king and singing somebody's song.
I ain't tongue too long.
Give me some applause to show me that I'm not wrong.
I ain't tongue too long.
Too long. Look at brothers do. Look at your screens. They lie.
I ain't tongue too long. Plain tongue. You see the name of the video? Grab them by the party. Grab them by the party. You know why I call it grab them by the party? My whole news feed full up with Donald Trump. And I'm laughing at the people sharing the Donald Trump memes, lying down and crouching and lifting up their shirt for PNM to beat them with Massa Whip. I'm laughing at them sharing the Donald Trump memes and letting UNC kick them all in their head, all in their face, take all their money out of their pocket, give to their friends and piss on them. I'm laughing at them who sharing the Donald Trump memes and not taking on all of the people in the business community in Trinidad and Tobago who empty all you out and leave you for dog to dead for nothing. People can't afford to live. People can't afford health care. They can't afford food. They can't get a good job. They will never own a home. Their children throw away. Because you're expecting, people laughing. Look, she child was a good boy. We so disgusting and stink. We laugh at mother's tears. This nation, so ruined, so spoilt. It settles for shithounds as its thought leaders. Marcia Brave Boy and Shanishman. We so broken. The cancer reached with brain. I don't think they ever coming back. Honestly. But for me, I think I done. I've had a good run. 76% is a massive number. And hear this last thing, I will leave you with this. Anybody who tell you local government election don't matter, but it convenes a council of people being paid salaries to function as your local government, it shows you the insanity of this nation. that we could have an actual election for an actual constitutionally constituted body that we think don't matter. The entire nation thinks that local government don't matter. Well, look where we reach. Look at where we reach. Stay safe, Trinidad and Tobago.